Good evening, graduates, faculty, family, and friends. I've been privileged to be here as a student, a teacher, and now I'm honored to be the speaker at this year's dedication and graduation. This course is not exactly how I wanted to do this. I'd love to see the anxiety in the students and the wonder, the pride and the students and the faculty and the family for completing such an arduous task as achieving the bachelor's degree in such a noble field as respiratory therapy. I'd like to take a couple of minutes and just talk about differences and typical definition of difference, separation, division, me from you, and different because of my politics and your beliefs are different than mine. Our socks are different, and then Joe, he's just different than anything else we've ever seen. But I've been an RT for a while, and I'd like to talk about what I've learned about differences. And every day and night with every patient, we have been given an opportunity to change that definition of difference. And wherever we are with a patient who might need us, in a hospital, anywhere, everything is really stripped away at that moment, and we're taken back to our basics, and we're not going to be different from others anymore, but we're going to be the difference for others. And you'll bring life into this world, and the world will be different. A young mother will thank you for being the difference for her child, between life and death when they're blue and choking. And a gentleman married to his wife and partner for more than 50 years will see the difference that you've made to get her home, and they can spend that precious time together. And you are going to let someone's loved one talk again, and they're going to thank you because for that family it's been so different without that voice. And you're going to have a child draw you a picture as a way to say thank you for helping their mom or their dad or their brother or their sister, and that's going to make all the difference to you because you made all the difference for them. And I had a moment in my very first shift in the ICU, as a matter of fact, and my responsibility was, 5 minutes after my shift started, was to perform a terminal or a one-way wean of a patient. So first thing on my mind is, okay, I've got to go through my checklist. I've got to have everything ready. I have to explain the procedure to the patient. I've got to suction above and below the cuff. I have to remove the tape, carefully holding the tube and so that it doesn't slip, and pull the bite block off, and then I have to again suction the mouth, and then as I deflate the cuff, have them take a big deep breath in as I push the ballard down, and because they're going to be coughing as I'm pulling this tube out, and I'm going to be using the correct pressure for all that. And then of course I've got to turn the vent off so it doesn't spray everywhere. And then after I do all that, I've got to give them the oxygen that they need, make sure their saturations are okay. I've got to re-listen to the chest. I've got to reassess all the patient's vitals, and then once all that's done and everything's okay, I'm going to take the ventilator and move it out a little bit, and throw away what I can and clean the rest and put it into a big garbage bag and start to wheel it out, so I can take it and have it cleaned, and then document exact times, in the middle of all that too. So I got this cool as a cucumber, and I go into this room, and what I'm not prepared for, what's nowhere on my checklist anywhere, are the 35 family members in the room that are there to say goodbye to this patient. And then, not so cool anymore, on the inside. And, in my mind now, it's, wait a minute, I'm this new grad, and here I come, and in front of this entire family, I'm to remove this patient's breath. And, I know that that's, the job, and, I'm like, okay, so I go in, and, again, cool as cucumber on the outside, and, I start to perform my tasks as I'm going through them, and as literally as I'm pulling the tube out of this patient's mouth, there's a hand on my shoulder, and someone says, "Thank you," but they use my name, and so they say, "Thank you, Brett." And even in that moment, and through the loss of a patient, you're making a difference. You're removing suffering, from a patient. You're finding peace for that patient and for their family, and you are, making that difference for them. And even in that moment, you can find so much love and grace and gratitude, and it's from your passion and dedication, to wanting to help others. And so as you move on from here, I challenge you to be a part of the grand traditions of whatever unit and whatever hospital, and be a part of the awesome patient care teams, and make amazing friends and lasting memories, but see and be a part of the struggle and the peace and the sadness and the joy and the death and the life. And just through it all, just know that you will be making that difference, and the world will be a much better place because of that. So congratulations to all of you. Kettering College Respiratory Care graduating class of 2020. Job done. Job well done. Congratulations. Now get to work. Thank you.